everyone. Welcome to UWA Ringmasters. Small guy, Metal Bob, back in the air chairs. Just 1 week away from March Mayhem, which will be the most psychotic, incredible, violent, nasty, and unbelievable card in UWA history. Have I pontificated enough, Bob, or do I need to say more?
I don't think you have. You need to talk about it more. It's going to be the most violent thing you've ever seen in the UWA March Mayhem. It'll live up to his name, undoubtedly.
This week before March Mayhem, we finally get to see the All-Americans in the ring this week.
Next.
You're not impressed by that?
I don't know yet. I'll give you my critique.
I'm looking forward to just seeing them in the ring. We also have Action Jackson, the former UWA World Heavyweight Champion, in action this week, and Bombshell Billy, the current UWA World Heavyweight Champion, heading into March Mayhem. He's going to be in action this week as well.
Well, that should be very interesting. He's got something to prove, as he always does, but especially he's going to send a message to the Chameleon.
And we have special bonus coverage this week, courtesy of the IWF. More on that later on in the show. So we've got everything packed up and ready to go for this week's edition of UWA Ringmasters. But again, just 1 week away from the most violent card of the year, hands down, March Mayhem. Next week, right here on UWA TV.
Be sure to tune in. If you haven't seen a UWA show all year, or your friends haven't, tell them this is the one to watch, March Mayhem.
Now, we're leading into the first match of the card, which will feature the All-Americans, JP and Chaz. Now, we haven't seen them in the ring, but we have seen some of their patriotic efforts of late. Let's take a look back.
Oh, no.
Church burning, the Middle East, no justice, no peace. Gangsta rapper, now deceased. And what can we learn from this? Eventually the guilty burn from this. It's a universal threat. Time bomb ticking, the clock is set. Generation X, live and direct. The Constitution, execution, emancipation, annihilation. Serial rights for all stereotypes. Amsterdam got bright red lights. New York's the apple, Hollywood's the dream. LL Cool J must be cream. Red hot chili peppers down with the team. From the cradle to the grave, sing this theme. Back on up, I make my own rules. Come on now. Back on up, I'm my own man, I make my own rules. Back on up, I make my own rules. Check it out now. Back on up, I'm my own man, I make my own rules. Rules, break the rules. Make the 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 rules, break the rules. Back on up, I make my own rules. Back on up, I'm my own man, I make my own rules. Back on up, I make my own rules. Check it out now. Back on up, I'm my own man, I make my own rules. Break it down.
Man, you all right? You all right? Man, who are you guys anyway, man?
I'm JP.
I'm Chaz Whitman.
We're the All-Americans.
Just my luck. No money. No kidding. Thanks, man. Who are you guys?
I'm JP.
Chaz Whitman.
The All-Americans.
Hey, baby, where you going, mama? Hey, come on. Come on.
Hey, you giving you trouble?
Where you going? Who are you guys?
JP.
Chaz Whitman.
The All-Americans.
Come on, come on. One more. Let's go. Two more. Do it. You can do it. Let's go. Yeah.
My time.
Pull straight. Ah. JP, Chaz Whitman,
All-Americans.
we're headed to the UWA.
Trading these in for the gold.
All right, I've been waiting entirely too long for this. I don't want to wait anymore. I don't care what you think, Bob. I want to see the All-Americans. Let's go to Magnum ZA.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, allow me to introduce the showstoppers, the main event, the icons, hailing from the converted basement of the northwest wing of the Red Guy Mansion, weighing in an incredible swell, too hot not to melt, 172 pounds, the man that had more go than Pamela Lee while she's sleeping. Ladies and gentlemen, for your viewing pleasure, here is Red Guy Stroke.
What was that?
And his partner from room 342 in the south wing of the Red Guy Mansion. And because last night he puked 10 pounds of beer and nachos, he weighs in at a slim, trim, 149 pounds soaking wet while wearing concrete underwear. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce not only the former CCW light heavyweight champion, but the first ever director of the World Wrestling Federation Academy of Arts and Sciences. Here is Red Guy Mark.
I think for once in my career I might actually be speechless.
And their opponents, making their UWA debut, hailing from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., here is JP and Chad, the All-Americans.
I feel like I should be standing up and saluting right now.
We've been traveling far.
Paul, sit down, Paul. Sit down.
Sorry,
Sit down and call the match.
I'm an American. What do you want? The American flag comes up. I've been trained that way since school.
I'm a human being. I happen to be born in America.
Well, that might be questionable, but well, let's see if we can get things underway here. The debut of the All-Americans here in the UWA, JP and Chaz against the Red Guys this week.
The Red Guys are my vote for tag team of the year. It's going to be a tough match. Oh, wait a minute.
Collar and elbow tie-up. That's JP in the ring.
How'd you know that?
I'm a psychic.
Watch the leg, she's pulling that.
Which one of the Red Guys is that? I was so caught up listening to that, just that string that Magnum ZA read in the ring introduction. I didn't even know who's who. Looks like JP's had about enough. Sends him in for the ride.
Looks like that stroke in there, and he gets clotheslined for his trouble.
Yeah, that was a pretty serious stroke JP gave him right there. Arm bar. Here's the tag. We'll see Chaz in the ring for the first
Did you
time.
say art bar?
No, I said arm bar.
Arm bar. Okay.
It's a move. Perhaps you know how to
There's
apply it.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, devastating clothesline.
He tags referee Ron Jeremy. What does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe it's a handicap match or a handicapped match. I'm not sure.
Stroke into the corner hard. Going to come out with a hip toss
Nice one.
by Chaz.
Here's the tag. JP making his way back into the ring.
These Red Guys are just...
Quick cover here. 1, 2. Not going to get it.
I can't find words to describe the Red Guys anymore.
Neither can I. I've about run out of superlatives. JP, a nice front face lock here, keeping the man down on the mat. Sends him in for the ride. Okay, that is Red Guy Stroke, who's just the victim of the elbow right into the ribs.
Nice flying elbow smash.
Drop down on the leg.
These guys can do some high flying moves, and it looks like they know their holds as well, so maybe I sold them short. I told you after the match, maybe not even after this match.
And they know their tag team. They know their tag team wrestling too, because they're cutting the ring off from the other Red Guy there, just keeping Red Guy Stroke in their half of the ring. Sticking with the same move too after the exchange, keeping on the leg, although Stroke grabs a handful of ropes there, break the hold. Chaz now, ooh, boot right into the chest.
Knocks him back about 30 feet.
Now he's going to send him in for the ride. Ooh. I think the red guy wants to make a tag here. And
no, maybe he wants to shake somebody's hand. I don't know.
I don't know. He's shaking in his boots over there. He just literally fell out of the ring. Here is red guy Mark. Ooh. Didn't get very far in that case. Now he's over in the corner cow ring. Tag made by the All-Americans.
Ron Jeremy's confused. I'm confused.
I'm going to ignore that statement. You hear the red guys in there complaining about tights pulling.
They like to use the clothesline as a big power move. I can see that, the All-Americans.
Well, you saw those guys lifting weights in one of those pieces that we saw earlier. They obviously take their training very seriously.
Yeah! That's pretty slick, huh? You're like, oh!
Well, look at this. Roll up from behind. 1, 2. Not able to get him.
That sounded like Dustin Rhodes for a minute there. No.
Nice punch there.
Nice fist to the, oh, you don't want to take too many of those. Back to that leg.
Yeah, JP and Chaz, the All-Americans, concentrating most of their attacks on the legs of both of the red guys. Now trying to roll it over into a pinning combination. Hooks the leg, but
lateral press didn't get much off of it. Oh, throws him. He doesn't even know to tag.
another clothesline. They're just trying to beat these guys up here.
Oh, now he's going to the, okay, he was disoriented. He didn't know where he was.
Here's the tag, and looks like Chaz making his way in for the All-Americans.
Nice shot to the gut.
Knee into the midsection, probably caught him in the head, too. Calling for a timeout here.
There are no timeouts.
No such thing. I'm impressed by JP and Chaz. Some excellent teamwork. Good flow for tag team wrestling. Quick, brisk tags. They're in the ring, out of the ring. They're following each other's moves up well. It's a really nice job by these guys.
They really haven't gone to break any rules either. Image is everything in this match. Red guy's stroke reaching. What's he grabbing for?
I don't know. I think he was looking for a tag, but his partner's halfway across the ring.
Oh, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. What? Okay. Oh, there's the hot tag. Stroke in the... Oh, all right. Back into the corner. JP now whips him to the other buckle.
Not even worried about being in enemy territory here.
There's
Look at this
a splash
across the ring.
Well, why would he worry? The other red guy's down on the ground looking for his contact lens or something.
Wait a minute. Look at this. Trying to set him up in a potential submission hold here. Got a single leg trying to hook the arm as well.
Pulled the hair. Referee Ron Jeremy would have seen that. He definitely would have seen that.
Could attempted a submission maneuver though, trying to lock
and now the red guys
and his arm.
And Mark is living up to his name.
Look at this scoop.
Oh, Mark's living up to his name. He's starting a Mark chant like that.
JP with a nice elbow smash. 2 count only. Now coming back up with the arm bar.
Watch him, watch him.
And Mark just, I mean, he's all over the place in there. That's all I can say.
Every which way but right, I guess would be the good way to put it.
There's a whip. Teamwork right there.
Once again, excellent teamwork by JP and Chaz. Chaz back in the ring, going back to work on the arm.
You know what that is on the back of Mark's shirt, that number? That's the IQ and number of teeth the first 5 rows of any UWA live event will have.
Will you please? Oh, wait a minute. We've got all 4 of them in the ring now. As one half of the red guys trying to come in and make the save. JP came across the ring and just kind of punted him out of the ring like a football.
These All-Americans need some competition in here. They need some competition bad. I'm not going to judge them on this match. I need to see them a couple of times. They're showing me something, but then again, Ron Jeremy could probably
beat
look at
this
red
attempted
guys.
pile driver by one of the red guys here. Up, converted into a back body drop, followed by a nice elbow by Chaz. You know, if the two of them stand next to each other, the 00 and the 316 on the back, is that their 1-loss record?
There's a thought. This is just speculation, fans. We don't know what it is. Well,
now wait a minute, look at this, an actual double team attempt by the red guys here. And wait a minute. JP locks up one half of the red guys here, sends them in for the ride.
Nice
tosses
hip
them
toss.
over.
I've never seen any 316 at any wrestling match before in my life. I don't know what it has to do with wrestling.
Another flying clothesline. This one aimed up right more across the throat. Sends the man down. Here's the cover.
This
1,
should be it.
2.
Oh,
Red guy's still able to kick out at the count of 2.
they're showing me
Locking
something
him
here, the
back
red
up again.
guys. What? I couldn't tell you, but they're showing me something.
I'm not sure the scientists even know what it is at this point. Going to send him back in for the ride. JP, nice drop down.
And another.
Dropping down again.
Another clothesline.
Hey, wait a minute. Look at that. What was
He tripped
that?
over the top rope, I can tell you that.
Was he going for a splash on his own man?
Could have been, might have been. Maybe we can get an interview with him and find out.
I don't really think we need to waste our time or the
There's a
audience's
full
time
body
with that.
tackle.
Jazz Whitman back in control here, going to pick the
Picks
guy
him up. Oh, it almost drops him on his head. Has enough to turn him over into the full body slam.
Wait a
Here
minute,
we
looks
go.
like a nice double team.
Suplexes his own. Oh, man,
Oh.
right down. Gourd Buster's his own man. Right on top, and that's it. JP and Jazz.
The All-Americans emerged victorious in their UWA debut.
The All-Americans.
Fantastic teamwork by JP and Jazz. The red guys,
Oh!
oh, wait a minute. Ron Jeremy getting into it with one of the red guys. Shoves the man. Ron is the enforcer of the UWA. You do not want to mess with him in the ring. Unbelievable. This is just,
What? Ron Jeremy, wait a minute. Oh! See, look at that.
there's your winners, the All-Americans. JP and Jazz proudly flying Old Glory.
With a little help from Ron Jeremy.
I don't know how to describe what I just saw. On behalf of the red guys, I think we should apologize to Ron Jeremy for their action.
All the red guy fans out there, you lost another one.
Are you really at all surprised? Nice work by the All-Americans.
Very nice work.
Fantastic.
I've got to see him again.
We will see them again
Good.
soon, I'm sure. I'd like to see them against a better quality opponent.
I
think
would
we'll
too.
see that
Then I'll
down
be able to give you a definite opinion on what I think of their wrestling ability.
Well, you can't give me an opinion of what you just saw?
That was decent. That was decent.
That was decent. That was excellent teamwork. What are you talking about? Never mind. Never mind. Folks, March Mayhem is coming up next week here on UWA Ringmasters. We have got the card to beat all cards.
All cards.
This is going to be fantastic. I tell you what, let's break it down match by match for you.
The March Mayhem update.
Jack Spurtback joining us here for a look at March Mayhem just 1 week away. And Jack, we know that this world title match would be fantastic in any respect, but with the added stipulation, it's going to be even wilder.
I can't believe that they put a stipulation in there. Bombshell Billy defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the Chameleon. The title can change hands on a disqualification or a countout. And like I said before, Paul, this seems to be a disadvantage to the champion in this match.
Well, it does take away that championship advantage that any champion enjoys, which would normally be you'd have to be pinned or you would have to submit for the title to change hands. Chameleon already has a non-title victory over the World Heavyweight Champion. The question is, can he convert that momentum with these stipulations in place to beat the World Champion, this time with the title on the line?
I don't know. If you want my prediction, I'll give you the Jack Spurtback prediction. I'm predicting a new champion in this match, Paul.
You're predicting, well, I don't know about that, but World Tag Team titles are also on the line. Devastating Derek and Diablo Blanco against Damage Incorporated. This is a Texas Tornado match. All 4 wrestlers in the ring. No tags necessary.
No tags necessary. This eliminates, I'll tell you right now, it eliminates the illegal double team. Because both teams know going into this match that a double team is absolutely legal. There's no other way to do it. All 4 men in the ring at the same time.
Well, I don't know. You could have people from the outside on either side coming in on this match. So it may be a triple team on 3-on-2 instead of a 2-on-1.
Well, you never know. Damage Incorporated, whoever the 2 men in the ring, there's always a third lurking behind. And, of course, you always have Bombshell Billy from the Steel Stable. in the shadows for devastating Derek and Diablo.
That'll be a wild one. Again, Texas Tornado Rules World Tag Team titles on the line as Derek and Diablo defend against Damage Incorporated. Anything goes. The Nightmare, the Puerto Rican Nightmare, takes on Deranged. I'm not sure I want to be in the arena when this match happens.
I would have to agree with you on that, Paul. The Nightmare and Deranged, these two men have been at each other's throats for many, many months now. And let me tell you something, it's been nothing but blood, it's been nothing but chairs, it's been nothing but pure, unadulterated violence.
Well, they're going to bring the violence and exponential quotients coming up next week at March Mayhem. Nightmare, Deranged, anything goes, which means the weapons will be flying, and I'm tempted to broadcast that one from under a table somewhere, and actually that may not even be a safe space.
And so much has happened between these two, you just don't know what to expect. What's going to be next with these two?
Also, a 15-man battle royal will take place, with the winner of this battle royal to get a shot at the Intercontinental Television Champion, the Philanderer.
Indeed. Now, usually you have the battle royals that are for money or for some kind of prestige. This is the biggest prestige I can think of, Paul, because this is for a shot at the Intercontinental Television Championship, the second most important championship in the United Wrestling Alliance. And, of course, you know if you hold the Intercontinental Television Championship, you're one step and that puts you in big contention for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Absolutely, and there will be 15 wrestlers in the ring beating each other's brains out over the top rope to the floor is the way you get eliminated. Last one left standing in the ring gets that coveted title shot at the Intercontinental Television title out of this 15-man battle royal. And that's, of course, assuming that down the road the Philanderer is the champion, and a special challenge match booked on the card. I understand you've got a Spurt Back exclusive on this.
I definitely do have a Spurt Back exclusive. We mentioned last week that there were rumors that someone had signed the contract for this match. I do now have confirmation that MC Sean Magtastic McCracken has signed on the dotted line to be a part of this big special challenge match. No one knows his opponent, Paul. No one knows what kind of match it's going to be, but it has been signed. MC Magtastic McCracken will be in this match.
So Sean McCracken will be in this special challenge match, and I guess we're going to have to wait till March Mayhem itself to find out exactly who he's going to be facing. That's the lineup. March Mayhem next week here on UWA Ringmasters. You don't want to miss it. The most violent, the most incredible card the UWA has ever put together is coming up right here next week. Jack, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you, Paul. Thanks for having me, Metal Bob. I'm going to pass this back on over to you.
And we'll see you next week at March Mayhem. Now we get to see, speaking of championships, the former UWA World Heavyweight Champion in action against the man who will be going against the World Heavyweight Champion as Action Jackson takes on Chameleon. Let's go to Magnum ZA in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the city streets of North Syracuse, he is the former heavyweight champion, Action Jackson.
Action
Yeah,
insists on
baby,
being,
that's right. Come on.
billed as the former World Heavyweight Champion.
That's not the part I take exception with.
And his opponent, led to ringside by Viper from the Predator's lair, here is Chameleon.
I'm hoping maybe this week we can actually get a word out of Viper. It would be nice to hear the manager of Chameleon say something about the upcoming world title.
What do you mean? The man never shuts his mouth.
Chameleon locking up with Action Jackson. Should be a
Collar
good
and
contest.
elbow.
I question Viper and Chameleon's sense, though, in wanting to take on a former champion so close to an actual shot at
nice
the title
leap
belt.
drop.
I mean, if he gets hurt in this match,
Oh!
he may not make it next week to March Mayhem.
He's not thinking about that right now, Paul. Let me tell you what he's thinking.
I'm
And
sure you
this
know.
is from experience. He's thinking of sending a message to the champion, Bombshell Billy. He wants to win this and win this convincingly over a former world champion, Action Jackson.
Point taken.
He already has a non-title victory over Billy, and if he can get a pin here, an outstanding victory, Bombshell Billy's going to be shaking in his shoes. He might not even show up.
Speaking of taking some points, Action Jackson putting the point of his shoe right into the gut of Chameleon in the corner, sends him in for the right opposite Irish whip, bounces him right out of the corner.
Yeah, but you can't sell Action Jackson short. He is the former world heavyweight champion. The part I take exception with is the city streets of North Syracuse.
Chameleon down on the mat right now. Action Jackson with the offense early in this match.
Jackson's got the power advantage. There's no doubt about that.
And we can't, like you said, you can't sell the man short. He did beat Bombshell Billy for the World Heavyweight title. Billy did get it back at the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, but Action Jackson does have the right to call himself a former World Heavyweight Champion. Chameleon with the elbow off the ropes now, sending Action Jackson down, response to the boot right into the lungs, right into the chest area. I'm going to follow it up with a blow to the side of the head. Chameleon again working in his standard format, which is he'll take some punishment at the beginning of the match, but then he'll respond to his opponent with many of the same moves that have been used on him.
And he's using the elbow smashes, just like Action Jackson always does in a match. He watches the tapes. He sits for hours, I'm told, and studies his opponent so he can get their moves down.
So while this is a tune-up for the Chameleon, if Action Jackson were to win this match, it would immediately vault him back into title contention. Some kind of a submission hold.
He tried for a sort of a suplex while he was in the full Nelson there.
Instead locks it up into a nice hammer lock.
Sort of a hammer top wrist lock combined. That's an interesting move right there.
Action Jackson trying to get back to his feet, take some of the pressure
There's
off on
the
this
full
hold.
hammer lock.
Action now back up to a vertical base. Chameleon going to send him in for the ride. Reversal.
Seymour Much, your referee for this one.
Look at this.
Oh! That's brute power.
That is
brute
fantastic.
Power.
2 count Action Jackson after the spinning wheel backbreaker, if you will.
Yeah, that's a good name for it. Did you just come up with that?
Actually, I did.
All right. Action Jackson now taking this match well taking this match well in hand, literally, and a whip in comes off his patented bulldog.
He's got Chameleon towards the center of the ring here. 2 count.
Ooh.
Wow, look at that kick out by Chameleon. Just powered Action Jackson right off of him.
Action now setting him up. He's adjusting that elbow pad, but he kicks him. I don't
Vicious
understand
boot to
that.
the side of the head.
I thought maybe he was setting up for a little lariat a la Stan Hansen, Justin Hawk Bradshaw.
Now, wait a minute. Here's Action picking him up. Goes for the scoop and the slam. Now, look, he looks like he's Action Jackson thinking about going airborne up on the second rope. Drops the elbow right into the midsection. Here's a cover. It didn't quite get him.
I thought he was going to get him too there, Paul.
Looked like it. Looked like Chameleon was down and out after that elbow smash off the second rope.
Mutt says no.
Chameleon trying to get back to his feet. Action Jackson meets him there, sends him in, Irish whip in, off the rope.
Oh, went
Ooh!
for a backdrop and caught a foot right to the face.
Telegraphed that move. Drop kick by Chameleon. Caught him right in the head and shoulder. Look at that.
There's-
Chameleon back up on his feet.
The patented kip up by the Chameleon. That means he's getting ahead of steam. He's ready to take charge.
Going to send him into the corner. Now look at this.
There it is.
Using the man's own move. Bulldog off the ropes. And Action Jackson is laid out on the mat.
Oh,
Knee drop by the Chameleon.
I call that a forehead cruncher myself.
It was textbook. Now
Got him
Action
in the corner.
getting sent back in for the ride again. Chameleon now going to make the big splash in the corner. That knocked
Oh.
Action right down. You see Action's breathing heavy. He is severely winded here.
Yeah, he's gasping for air, and he's trying everything to stay in this match.
And Chameleon keeps kicking him in the chest and the stomach, trying to keep him from catching his wind. DDT in the center of the ring. He crunched him.
He did. He's right for the pickings. Let's see. 1, 2. He didn't hook a leg.
Chameleon forgetting to hook the leg. That's an elementary mistake. And I'm sure if he watches tape of this match later on, he'll pick up on that as he prepares for next week in March Mayhem, that world title fight against Bombshell Billy. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Look who's come out. That's Steel from the Steel Stable. And that's devastating Derek, one after the World
Hey,
Tag Team
Diablo, I can't see.
It's Diablo, actually. Wait a minute. Bombshell's in the ring. Look at that. A Hurricane Rana by.
Wait a minute. What's Billy doing?
I don't know what he's got.
Wait a minute.
Taking a vicious pile driver.
Come on.
Referee Seymour Mutt's being
Mutt!
distracted by Diablo, and well,
But Diablo.
anybody would be distracted by Steel. Look at this.
That's
Cover
it.
2.
Come on.
Oh, please.
What a nightmare for the
Ladies
Chameleon.
and gentlemen, the winner of the contest, Action Jackson.
unbelievable.
I am not at all surprised.
They
by the
can't
action
keep their
of this
nose
field.
out of anything.
Not at all surprised. So Action Jackson gets the victory, if you can call it that,
Tainted victory.
over Chameleon.
But it is a victory.
I'm sure once Chameleon sees the tape and sees what happened, he's going to be ready for Bombshell Billy next week.
And I can't believe it because the Chameleon, in my opinion, is one of the top athletes here. And for him to lose in that style, that's disgusting. That is just disgusting.
I saw it.
The man's out for blood.
I don't even want to think about
The
the
man,
fact that I've seen it.
I don't even want to see March Mayhem now. I don't even want to see it.
Well, March Mayhem is coming up next week, whether you want to see it or not. And trust me, you do want to see it because the matches are absolutely fantastic. I'm not sure, though, with like that hardcore anything goes wild, crazy brawl that's going to happen between Nightmare and Deranged. I'm not sure I want to even be in the UWA arena when that goes down.
I'll sit in the ring. I'll be the referee if they want me to.
I'm thinking the ring is probably going to be the safest place to be when that match goes down.
I
Quite
love that
honestly.
violence. Come on, Paul.
I could see where that could go out. That could go out on the street. That could go down the street and around the corner.
But
I mean,
wait a minute.
It can wind up anywhere.
Is Chameleon even going to make it to Mayhem? He
I don't
jammed
know.
his neck pretty good. Is he going to make it?
That's a good question. We'll try to find out before the end of this week's edition of UWA Ringmasters. Now, coming up, I understand that we have some very special bonus coverage this week that is courtesy of the IWF, and we want to thank them for providing us with the footage of this contest. This is additional footage from Boston, Massachusetts, and Killer Kowalski's IWF devastating Derek last night, catching up with once again one of his old nemesis, Tallanuf, who he knocked out of the UWA, and a loser leaves UWA match a while ago.
And your referee in this match, Bombay Dimitrov, a UWA mainstay. Of course, Tallanuf lost a match here in the UWA. Devastating Derek put him out. Therefore, these two cannot, or Tallanuf rather, cannot wrestle in the UWA. So where did Derek follow him? Right to IWF.
Tall getting the upper hand early in this match sends Derek back into the corner buckles.
Tallanuf now. Tallanuf looks to have bulked up a bit here, actually. I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, goes for the leg. Leg trip and a kick by the monster, Tallanuf.
Wow, drops right down on that leg. Derek trying to fight his way out of it here.
Tall now, measuring that. Oh!
Ow!
Did you see the hyperextension? The knee doesn't bend like that, Paul.
No, it doesn't.
Tallanuf wants to cripple Derek for putting him out of the UWA. Tallanuf, of course, is now undefeated in Killer Kowalski's IWF, as he was for a long time here in the UWA.
And did you notice at the beginning of the match, I don't think people like Tallanuf very much. Definitely a reversal of roles, if you will.
Whoa, that's a long way to go.
I can't imagine the last time somebody actually cheered for devastating Derek in a match. Scooping the slam by Tallanuf.
In the IWF, I don't know that much about it. I don't know if Derek's a fan favorite there or not.
Whoa, set out right onto the floor.
I can't really imagine a guy with that kind of ego being a fan favorite anywhere.
Here comes Tallanuf following him out.
Oh, clubbing. Slabs a beef across the back.
Bob, I think you're getting into this entirely too much. You're enjoying this entirely too much. Again, this is from Killer Kowalski's IWF.
Unbiased. I'm supposed to be unbiased, but I did manage Tallanuf in that last match, although he did lose, so I don't really like to associate myself with losers.
Derek being sent in for the ride, tossed into the corner buckles again.
Derek's done. Stick a fork in him.
Snap, vicious one.
Almost tore the head off. Bombay Dimitrov right there. Tallanuf trying to blind the man.
And Derek's still hobbling after getting that knee hyperextended. Wait a minute, slips
Drops
out of the
behind.
attempted slam drop kick.
And another. Oh!
Tolson for the ride up over the top rope. Lands on his feet on the floor. Wait a minute.
Could be going for a plancha.
No, sliding baseball slide. Backfired on him, though, as they couldn't make contact. Tall saw him coming and dodged out of the way now.
Presses him.
Picking him up. Tosses him back over the middle ropes and back into the ring.
He didn't get the full extension on that, but he tried to press him up. He got him enough. Throw him back through the ropes and take him in the ring where he wants to do the damage and hopefully get the victory. Derek better do something, but he's got to dig down deep and come up with something.
Oh, wait a minute. This could be devastating right here for Derek.
Oh, that's
if you'll
that
pardon
knee.
the pun.
That
Working
is
on
that
the same knee.
that was just all sorts of contorted and bent back.
Now, wait a minute. Look at this.
Oh!
Derek reverses it into an inside cradle. 2 count only. Another 2 count by Tallanuf.
Yes, thanks to the power of FedEx overnight, we have this tape. Oh, look at that, a front face lock, and Derek's trying to grab on. There's no hair to grab onto. He's trying to grab the fat back neck.
Either that or he's trying to set up for the jawbreaker here to get out of it if possible.
Yeah, he is. Good point,
Trying
Paul.
to work his way a couple of different directions you can go to try to get out of
What's
this.
this?
Moving it into a wrist lock.
Trying anyway, but Tall's still got that big ham. Oh!
Nice arm drag.
That's like a branch of a tree, Tallanuf's arm, to any mortal human. And Derek's a big guy, don't get me wrong.
Now,
big
smart.
and tall, but
Here's some
Not
signs of
tall
some
enough.
smart maneuvering right here, because Derek with that injured knee, normally we see a wrestler lay an arm out of their opponent out like that. They're going to use a knee drop. Instead, he used a body drop to protect his knees.
and Derek is sort of protecting that knee. He's keeping it sort of back there so Tall can't grab it. Good strategy. He always was one to think and be innovative there in the ring. The thinking man's wrestler, devastating Derek. He's not going to let go of... Oh! Ooh. Tit for tat, so to speak, Paul. Tallanuf now, trying to shake it off.
Derek looks like he's going to mount the offensive here from the second ropes. Sizing up Tallanuf.
What's this now? Oh!
Double axe handle blow. Staggers Tall. Derek goes back to the arm wringer. Now really going to start ringing out on that arm. Same arm that he tried to hyperextend with that leap over the top rope.
Back to the arm bar. Tall down on his knees, now down on his stomach.
And again, using the body weight against the arm. Now leg drop on the arm.
Tallanuf rolling out. He's trying to take a timeout. He'll get a 10 counter. I believe it's a 10 count here in the IWF. Can I get an official word on that? Anyway,
The referee stepping, devastating Derek back. Tall trying to get in the ring, and look at this. He's going to come in the hard way.
Did you see that ring bow to the weight from Tallanuf?
He came in for a ride and came in hard. Here's a cover. 2 count only. Oh, Derek sent right out to the floor.
See ya. See ya.
There's Derek making his way around here, trying to get back into the ring. Tall grabbing him by the hair. Going to set up for the chop.
Oh! Oh!
Derek collapses onto the floor.
Man, Derek trying to get back up, giving it a valiant effort at this point. He's got to do something, dig down deep. He already holds a victory over this man. He knows how to beat him.
Tallanuf with a brutal move, actually kind of clotheslined him backwards into the ring.
Oh!
Short whip into the corner post. Tall responds with a couple of boots. Set him up on the second turnbuckle here. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh! Snapmare off the top.
And
That's
a
it.
3 count. Tall gets him with the snapmare off the top rope.
It's 1-1 now. Oh! Boom! Hey!
Wow.
It's 1-1 now, Paul.
And what condition is Devastating Derek going to be in now next week? We saw that knee get hyperextended. He and Diablo have to defend the World Tag Team titles at March Mayhem against Damage Incorporated, and it's a Texas Tornado match, so Derek is not going to get rest time outside the ring.
And we know that all 3 members of Damage Inc. like to use that figure 4 leg lock.
And they're all very proficient at it.
Very.
So things could be looking, well, not so good for the Tag Team Champions. Now, they do have the championship advantage that their Steel stablemate, Bombshell Billy, does not have in his match, which is in the Tag Team title match. It's regular championship rules, so the titles cannot change hands in that match on a DQ or a countout. Not so for Bombshell Billy in that world title match.
That's right, and if you want to correspond with us fans here at the United Wrestling Alliance, it's P.O. Box 92, North Syracuse, New York, 13212. Drop us a line, come on. P.O. Box 92, North Syracuse, New York, 13212. You got that web address, Paul.
Also, make sure you check out the website, www.angelfire.com/smallny/ all caps UWA Ring. On the website, you'll not only see the championship rankings, but there's also Metal Bob's homepage, and I've checked out some of the links off of your page. Bombshell Billy has the championship page, for those of you that want to look at it. Jack Spurtback has an interview.
Magnum ZA's got a new page.
That's
What's
right.
he talking about?
Well, Magnum is focusing on the news and the rumors in and around the UWA.
We've got the Predator's Lair on there.
There's a whole bunch of stuff on there, so make sure you check that out. Again, that's www.angelfire.com/ny/UWA Ring. And speaking of the World Heavyweight Champion, we have him in action here this week on UWA Ringmasters.
We already saw him in action.
Well, we're going to see him in action in the ring this time in a match and not interfering in somebody else's contest, the way the Steel Stable normally likes to operate. We'll see Bombshell Billy. He's going to go up against one half of the former tag team champions from a while back, Thunder Tiger.
That should be an interesting match. These two have met a few times, and I believe Bombshell Billy holds 2 victories over the Thunder Tiger, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out what's going to happen here. Bombshell already made one statement. What statement is he going to make for the Chameleon here? Is he going to put the Thunder Tiger out and dedicate that to the Chameleon?
We'll find out. Let's go to Magnum ZA.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first the challenger from the Orient, here is Thunder Tiger.
Here comes the Oriental sensation, Thunder Tiger.
The legend. Thunder Tiger.
And his opponent, he is the current United Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion from New York City. Here is Bombshell Billy.
There's the World Heavyweight Champion, Steel inside. I'm sure you're not pleased about seeing Bombshell Billy wearing that heart shirt.
You know, I can only do so much. It's up to my crack lawyer team to take care of the rest of it.
I'm not going to go there.
My legal team.
The world champion putting his belt on the line against Thunder Tiger.
And there's inside heat in this match, because I happen to know over in Japan where that interview that Bombshell Billy and Devastating Derek came from last week. You don't want to know. I'm not saying any more, but there's inside heat in this match.
Now, perhaps if you haven't been paying attention, you've lived under egg roll the past year and a half.
Hoo-hoo.
I am one half of the greatest tag team in wrestling history, Hard and Heavy. You remember that?
I don't think you're one half of any sort of tag team called Hard and Heavy anymore. That's ancient history.
Tag team in UWA history.
Well, true. You can't argue with that.
There's another.
But it's ancient history, Billy. Get over it.
All right, wait for the. What was that maneuver Bombshell Billy was doing? What was that?
The Thunder Tiger speaks limited English, but what he would say right there is he's half of one of the greatest tag teams in UWA
He's just
history.
mocking out Thunder Tiger. Thunder Tiger and his partner Mystic, legendary UWA tag team champion, certainly no slouches in the ring.
But not as good as Hard and Heavy was. Was, Paul. Was. It'll never happen.
Oh, look at that. A rollover into a leg trip, into a quick cover here. 1, 2. Seymour Mutz was way out of position in that one. That could have been a 3 count. We could have had a new champion going into March Mayhem.
How interesting would that be? What kind of a nightmare for the Chameleon would that be? We still can. What kind of a nightmare would that be for a young up-and-coming star like the Chameleon?
Now Thunder Tiger sent back into the ropes and Bombshell lays the blows in. Setting the right, elbow to the floor goes, or the mat goes Thunder Tiger. See what Billy said in the
Punch in the gut. Bombshell Billy now whipping his man in. What's that? Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, nice rollover into a pinning combination. That almost wound up as a double pin. Thunder Tiger trying to roll over, but had his shoulders down as he was trying to cradle up Bombshell Billy. We could have had a double 3 count there.
That's the second time in this match Mutz has been out of position.
Now the back kicks by Thunder Tiger. Backs up Bombshell, double chop to the throat. Another one. Billy fighting his way back out of the corner. Good old-fashioned left-hand shot.
Ooh!
Just threatened Seymour Mutz. That probably wouldn't be a good idea. Now picking up Thunder, the scoop slam. Thunder set down. Referee Seymour Mutz in position this time. 2 count only. And Billy returns with now the front face lock on Thunder Tiger.
That could be under the chin. That could be a chokehold. I think it is from the way Thunder Tiger's reacting.
Seymour Mutz trying to
He's got to get a
examine the
hand
hold here.
in there.
Yeah. Speaking of having a hand in, when Steele is standing at ringside, you know she could always get involved in a match in one way or another.
Yeah, I found out first base.
Now Billy going to work on the thighs of Thunder Tiger.
Thunder Tiger trying to, oh! That'll give you a Charlie horse.
Or would it give him Thunder thighs?
Ooh, there's a headlock takeover.
I'll have to apologize to Thunder Tiger for that little statement, but it was just too good to pass up. Both wrestlers back to a vertical base now.
He heard it. He'll probably choose to ignore it. Billy now consorting with Miss Steele.
Sorting.
Yes.
Sorting. Thunder Tiger, nice leg takedown on Bombshell. Puts the world champion down on the mat. Ooh, look at that. Drives the knee and the ankle down into the mat. A unique maneuver by Thunder Tiger. Well, Billy's shoulders down. 2 count there. Ooh.
Okay.
Thunder Tiger. Billy didn't know his shoulders were down, but he caught it in time.
Now a leg drop onto the knee of the world heavyweight champion. Look at this variation of a variation of an Indian deathlock. It looks like Billy again the 2 count as the shoulders drop close enough to the ropes. He might try to. No, doesn't reach for the ropes. Instead goes for an eye rake.
Billy's down and he's still kicking that. Oh, he he pulls him right off the ropes, whether he wants to come off the ropes or not.
A little bit of a momentum change here. Now Thunder Tiger grabs the ropes. Referee looking for a break. Billy responds with a kick and a clubbing leg trip. Knocks Thunder Tiger down on the mat. Tiger back
measuring his man. Oh!
Just took the wheels right out from under him there. Looks like he might be able to do it again. Does it again. Ooh. Wow. Thunder Tiger almost had his legs tied up in the ropes. That could have really hyperextended or injured a knee or an ankle or... Wait a minute, what's this?
Sets him up.
Billy gonna try to drop down and does. Catches Thunder Tiger.
Picks him up by the mask.
Thunder favoring that injured leg and knee. Billy again going for the leg trips. The punishing style of the World Heavyweight Champion. And I wonder how Chameleon is going to react to that punishing style next week at March Mayhem when that world title is on the line.
We already saw how he handled it once. He got put out with a pile driver. Who knows if he's even going to be at March Mayhem.
But we also know that Chameleon has also defeated the World Heavyweight Champion. The title was not on the line. They can beat Bombshell. We've seen it happen. We have the tape to prove it.
Bill rolls him over.
Billy able to reverse the momentum back.
Not today, brother.
Thunder Tiger almost folds up Bombshell Billy there. Mutt's right down there, making sure that's not a choke.
2 count there as Thunder Tiger's shoulders were down. Again, he tries to roll Billy over. And the champion counters the momentum. Now Thunder trying to work his way back to a vertical base, get some of that pressure taken off.
They're halfway there. They're to the knees.
The heavyweight champion still able to lean a lot of his weight, though, into this side headlock.
And that's where the weight advantage comes into play. Back to the ropes now. Looks like Thunder Tiger's... Oh, he's going to break out of this one.
Whips him off. Let's see. It's a shoulder block, and down goes Thunder. Billy coming back for the ride here. Nice drop down by Thunder Tiger. Stays low. Ooh!
Caught him with the knees up in the chest area. Billy now caught up.
Billy is wrapped in the ropes. Thunder Tiger a little slow to get to his feet.
Much trying to help out the champ. Oh, got him that time.
Whoa, and look at this now. Thunder Tiger almost gets caught in the ropes.
Tiger just sort of hanging. Oh!
There's the involvement I expected to see.
I'm having nightmares.
Ooh! Drop kick by Bombshell knocks Thunder Tiger out of the ring entirely. Anytime you get outside the ring with the steel stable, it can easily turn into 2-on-1. Look at this, choking the man with the second rope in the ring. Referee Seymour Mutz lays in the 5 count, tries to break things up here.
Where's Mystic? Come on, 1, 2.
Crunching leg drop right across the nose.
Sort of caught him more with a calf muscle on that one.
1, 2.
I think he caught him near the throat, actually.
3.
Thunder Tiger trying to make his way back into the ring. Billy trying to intercept.
Darting headbutt.
Oh, look at this. Sunset flip up and over. Does he have the momentum? Billy trying to widen that vertical base to block. Can he block it?
Oh, we don't want to see that.
2 count.
There's a full moon out tonight.
Now Billy, gets caught with a clothesline.
Good thing the camera was the other way. I don't think we needed to see any of that. Moves over my hammy. And there's a whip in.
Oh! Drop kick caught him right in the side of the head.
He's out.
We could have a new champion
He's
here.
out
If
cold.
Thunder Tiger can make the cover, we might have a new champion going into March Mayhem.
Still, wake him up.
Wait a minute, Thunder Tiger just kind of looking at
He's
wait a
out
minute,
cold.
1, 2, and the champion at the last second rolls his shoulder.
He's convulsing. He knocked his equilibrium all off. I think he got him in the temple, side of the head, in the ear somewhere.
I don't think Billy knows where he is right now. Thunder Tiger taking a step back. I'm surprised the world title's on the line. I'm surprised he's not all over Bombshell at this point. He could put the champion away and get the belt for himself here.
He definitely could do that, and I don't know what he's doing.
Just a lapse of concentration by Thunder Tiger. Wait a minute, Steel puts one boot into the ring.
He's too worried about Steel outside of the ring. He just got a low bridge, so to speak.
Now wait a minute, trying to wrap him up. Turns him over.
The clover leaf.
Wait a minute. Thunder Tiger is tapped out. This one is over.
You snooze, you lose, pal. And there's a good example of it.
The winner of the contest by submission, and still UWA Heavyweight Champion, Bombshell.
Bombshell Billy picks up a victory on the way to March Mayhem, and we saw him earlier take the Chameleon out. The Chameleon might not even show up, and if he does, he's not going to be 100%.
Oh, look at that. The Mystic is in the ring.
There's the Mystic.
Trying to assist with partner.
March Mayhem, you're next.
Wow. Well, you were talking maybe the champion wanted to send some kind of a message out. We usually see the Bombshell drop as a finisher from Bombshell Billy. This time he uses a clover leaf for a submission.
I think the low bridge had a little more of an effect than the clover leaf did.
Yeah, that's true. London Bridges definitely came down in that. What a wild weekend it's been on UWA Ringmasters. We see the All-Americans for the first time. They score a victory. Action Jackson gets a victory over the Chameleon with a little unassisted or unrequested, maybe we should say, help from the Steel Stable.
A little message in a bottle there for him.
And the World Heavyweight Champion Bombshell Billy downs Thunder Tiger. We're going to March Mayhem next week here on UWA Ringmasters.
Let's set him up for Mayhem, Paul. Let's take a look at what we got. We got a mystery match. Sean McCracken has been signed. The other contract's blank as far as I know.
We have a 15-man battle royal over the top rope onto the floor. Last one left standing gets a shot at the Intercontinental Television Championship.
We've got the match that I've been waiting for. Call the parents, get the kids, lock up the wives. We've got the Nightmare versus the Ranged in an anything goes match. Tables, chairs, weapons, everything you can imagine. Blood and guts, what wrestling is truly about.
Okay. Are you okay now, Bob?
Yes, I just had to say the word nightmare one more time.
World Tag Team Championship is on the line. It's a Texas Tornado match. Devastating Derek and El Diablo take on Damage Incorporated. All four of them in the ring. No tags necessary. All hell's going to break loose there.
And Derek's leg, after that videotape we saw, he's not going to be 100%.
And World Heavyweight Championship. Title can change hands on a countout or disqualification or pinfall or submission. Chameleon, who we saw get pile-driven by the World Heavyweight Champion, now, if he's 100%, has to go next week for a shot at the belt.
And then he puts an exclamation point on it by getting the submission on the Thunder Tiger with a Texas cloverleaf of all things.
Folks, that's all the time we have for this week. From Metal Bob, I am the Small Guy. We'll see you right here next week for March Mayhem with UWA Ringmasters. Good night, everybody.
Bosnia, church burning, the Middle East, no justice, no peace. Gangsta rapper, now deceased. And what can we learn from this? Eventually the guilty burn from this. It's a universal threat. Time bomb ticking, the clock is set. Generation X, live and direct. The Constitution, execution, emancipation, annihilation. Serial rights for all stereotypes. Amsterdam got bright red lights. New York's the apple, Hollywood's the dream. LL Cool J must be green. Red hot chili peppers down with the team. From the cradle to the grave, sing this theme. Back on up. I made my own rules.